Hello and welcome to Principles of Accounting. This is an online class, so I'm making this video so that you can understand how I laid out the course and what's required of you to complete your assignments. If you look, if you click on the Start Here tab in Blackboard, this has all the information you're going to need on it. So here is the course syllabus, the timeline, Cengage Now, which is the homework management system that you're going to use to submit homework. If we take a look at the syllabus for a moment, you can see here my name is Marcel McDermott, and we're going to be using the 7th edition of Survey of Accounting by Warren. You should have bought a bundled package at the bookstore, and basically in that bundled package you're going to have the 7th edition. The front cover says the 6th edition custom. That's actually wrong. It's the 7th edition has been printed and is in the textbook. In addition to that, there's a Cengage Now login access code that you're going to need. As we look at the course, you can see that we've got different things deliverable. We've got some exams for the chapters that we go through. We've got some projects, and you've got the homework as well. But as we go through that, you can see here that we've got discussion questions, exercises, and problems. The exercises and the problems will be done in Cengage Now. And it's a homework management system, which is very nice because it'll allow you to complete the homework and also see if you got things right or wrong. And if you got it wrong, it'll take you to the place in the textbook where that information, so you can look at it again and come up with the correct answer. I also put together a timeline for this class. You can see that we've got Chapter 1, and we've got an annual report project, Chapter 1 exam. So Chapter 1 part is doing the homework in the chapter. Then we'd move to Chapter 2. We'd start working on the homework there, turn in the annual report project, and then take the exam for Chapter 2, and then start working on Chapter 3. All right, let me take it back to Blackboard. Okay. All right, so in Blackboard, I talked a little bit about Cengage Now. I'm going to click on that, and this is just a little link that'll take us to the Cengage Now tab right here. And here's a little bit of description, and every tab I'll put in a little description about what's going on where. But you can see here, this is a new 7th edition Survey of Accounting. And here are the instructions to get logged into my Cengage Now for this course. So you can see here that it's got my name, start date of the course, which is on Tuesday, and then this link right here will take you to my course section. So I've also put that link into Blackboard so it's easy for you to do, and you can follow the instructions, but because everybody should have bought the new edition with the access code, you should have that Cengage Now access code in the bundle of your book. Okay, I think it's on the back side of that. And what I've done here is I've created a link. So if you click on this link right here, it's going to take us to the Cengage Now. So you're going to create a new account, and I'm the instructor. You can't see the start and end date, but it's basically September 2nd to December 22nd. And this is the course that you should be getting to. Also, if you look in Blackboard, I've got some videos posted here that will allow you to see how to create a new account, getting started in Cengage, and taking an assignment. The assignments are going to look something like this. This is actually my section of Cengage Now. So we've got homework, Chapter 1, and then role of accounting. So if I click on homework, and I'm going to do it as a student so you'll see what I see, start taking the assignment now. And you can see this is exercise 1-1, which corresponds to the syllabus, exercise 1-1 right here, and you can start taking that thing. So what this does is it says, okay, businesses are either service businesses, merchandising businesses, or manufacturing. These are some company names. and we have to identify which one is which. So Allstate sells insurance. Insurance is a service type business. So we would select service here, and that would be the answer we're picking. Best Buy, as you know, is a consumer electronics retailer. Retailer and merchandiser is the same thing. You can see here's the definition of a merchandising business: businesses that sell products they purchase from other businesses to customers. Right. So we're going to put Best Buy is a merchandiser or merchandising, and Boeing makes airplanes, and that would be a manufacturing company. So if we looked, a type of business that changes basic inputs, materials, raw materials, and creates them into products which they sell to customers. And then if we wanted to, if you look, when you get into Cengage Now, there's a check my work button, and I can check my work and see that, yes, indeed, we got the first three right. I didn't answer any of the other ones, so they're by definition, they're not going to be scored right, but you can see that we got some of these things. So you're getting instant feedback as to whether we get things right or wrong. So Cengage Now is a great homework management tool, and moving back to the assignments tab, it's laid out here. So this is the homework part, which ties to the syllabus. This is the role of accounting, and again, I'm going to look at it as a student. And what we have here is this is a pre-test situation. So once you go through the homework, you're going to take a pre-test before you take your exam. And these are multiple choice questions that test you on the learning objectives of the chapter. And let's say there's 5 learning objectives and you did really good on 4, but 1 you were a little fuzzy on. Well, that 1 that you're a little fuzzy on, they're going to give you more work so that you can kind of come up to speed on that concept, so you should score better on the exam. So this is a very good tool in Cengage Now. In addition to that, we've got some animated things in Chapter 2. There aren't any in Chapter 1, but it's a nice this is a nice tool to help you, especially in an online format for this course. Okay, so I recommend that you can go to this link to get to the to enroll in my section of Cengage Now. You can print out this document here. I also recommend that you print out the syllabus and the timeline. That's going to be pretty important as well. We've got some, if you look over here in the tabs, we've got some help and resources. And because this is an online class, here's some tips for an online student. Okay. Also some Blackboard how to do's, and this is a link to the textbook. You can get some flashcards and other things. So one of the other things you need to do in the course is the discussion board. So because we don't meet face-to-face in a class, we communicate via the discussion board. So if you look for the Week 1 forum, there's a Cengage Now discussion forum and Welcome to Online Principles. So we'll start with the Welcome to Online Principles, introduce yourself to the class, and also internet classes, online classes can be challenging. Any habits or strategies that might make a student successful in the online class. Perhaps you can share some experiences in some of your other online classes. So the idea is to introduce yourself to the class and think of some ideas what will make you successful in an online environment for this online accounting class, and also any helpful hints or tips for the students, for your classmates as well. Going back to the other one, it's a discussion board on Cengage Now, and this is really meant to see if there's any questions. So, Cengage Now is the homework management system. You're going to watch the videos and get enrolled. Please discuss any questions you have or advice might be helpful for your classmates working with Cengage Now. And please ask any questions related to the online course. It doesn't necessarily need to be about Cengage. So again, this is sort of where the students can help each other. I can help you as well. But it's just a good way to communicate it, because chances are if you have a question, other students have the same type of questions. Okay, so moving back down here, if we start on Chapter 1, I kind of give an overview of kind of what has to do with the chapter. And if we go down, you can see I've got, chapter one materials, flashcards, key terms. I've got some forms that I recommend that you use because I think it'll help you when you get to the exam. I've also got a financial statement worksheet. Again, print out this worksheet and use it in your homework because I think it'll help you as you prepare for the first exam. We've got our homework here, and then we've got the solutions to the homework. So every chapter is laid out pretty much the same. And let's look at the materials for a second. Chapter 1 materials. So I click on that, and again, Blackboard is really an electronic file cabinet, so it's housing a lot of those things. We click on Chapter 1, and basically that's going to be the PowerPoint for Chapter 1. And let's see here. Let's make that a little smaller so I can get it onto the screen. So role of accounting in business, the learning objectives. So this is just a summarized way of going through the textbook. Some people like the PowerPoint, some people don't. I personally like them because I think they're a little bit more concise than the chapters for the most part. In addition to that, we've got the textbook link, and that'll take you to the 7th edition. And for Chapter 1, we can look here and see the flashcards. And it'll just take a second for it to pop up. But basically, the flashcards are for the key terms, and why is that not coming up? Not quite sure why that's not working, but we'll try Chapter 2. Anyways, I will get that to work. Sorry about that. But again, some of the key terms are there. You have most of that stuff in Cengage now because it has the ebook attached to the homework management system. So you can just hover over a word, and most times it'll give you the definition right there. So it's pretty jam-packed. In addition to that, we scroll down. We're going to get to the exams. Now, I've got the exams hidden because I don't want you taking them right away, but you'll be taking your exams for Chapter 1, and basically it's got a time limit of 1 hour and 20 minutes, and you should have more than enough time to complete that information on there. So I'm going to go back here. Okay, so, and again, we're going to keep going through that. So from the syllabus, Chapter 1, you're going to do the discussion questions. You're going to do the exercises and the problems in Cengage Now. You're going to take the pretest, which again is going to help you to study for the exam. Once you submit the homework, you're going to get points for the homework, and then you'll get points for the test as well. So I think this is enough to get you started. So what I'd like you to do first is get enrolled in Cengage Now. And again, you can click on the Start Here button or the Cengage Now Homework Management System. It's got the link right in there to do that. And once you're enrolled in Cengage Now, then I'd like you to do the discussion board for week 1 just to make sure that everybody's okay and gets into the class. Okay. Again, my name is Marcel McDermott. I teach multiple sections of Principles of Accounting. I also have face-to-face sections as well. Been teaching this class for about 7 years now, so it's a great class. It is a fair amount of work. I don't apologize for that. So it's best to keep up, and even though this is an internet class, it's not self-paced. You have due dates each and every week, and it's really important to carve out the time and do it because between the projects and the exams and the homework, this class will take you a fair amount of time. The other thing is it's an online class, so a lot more of it's going to be a little confusing for you, so it's important that you do that. Thank you so much and best of luck.